Hey guys, it's Zenith Darksky here with another music reaction, and this time we're reacting to Gigi De Lana do a cover of Ironic by Alanis Morisette. I do like this song. I do like Alanis Morisette a little bit, so I will know this song, and I'm just excited to see what Gigi De Lana does. With a couple of her covers now, she has just stayed pretty standard and just done the cover, didn't spice it up. They didn't, compose anything really crazy. They just did the standard thing you need to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I really like it when she jazzifies it, when she does her, Gigi thing with it, Either way, we're gonna get into it. Before we do, though, if you guys would do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button for me, if you haven't already at least, then that'll be great. Helps me get to 10K subs. There's some surprises along the way to 10K subs, so it would really help me out if you guys would hit subscribe and show some support, especially if you're enjoying the content. Either way, let's get into this. Okay. Ooh. I love the outfit. Ooh. She's doing a lot of what Alanis does here, like throwing kind of rasp and stuff in, and a little bit of vocal fry here and there where Alanis would throw it. It kind of gives me a feel that she's gonna kind of go for a standard vibe, vocally at least, kind of with Alanis, although we are very much getting, I would say, a little bit of a different version, though, a bit of a different version at the same time. I just feel like vocally she's going for the same thing, which is fine, because it's still changing it up and it's still really owning it, Beautiful voice, though, coming into it for sure. I gotta turn it up a little bit more. All right.
It's a black fly in your Chardonnay.
She's even throwing some of the accent in there.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's a good advice that I just didn't take. And who
At that just didn't take there, she gave us that same kind of attitude that Alanis Morissette is so famous for giving us. Also, Alanis Morissette's famous for another thing. If you haven't noticed vocally. Now, a lot of people might already know this because you might be fans or whatever, but she's really, really good at holding just nice, clean, steady notes, not really wavering or anything, no vibrato. And I love vibrato, and I think it's detrimental. I think it's important, but she's really good at making the notes sound really good without it, like just kind of clean notes. And she's kind of pulling that off really well too. Like, she's doing it too. She's not adding her own vibrato or anything to it. She's just going, and she's doing great with it, which, again, like I say all the time, shows great vocal control from her. Because sometimes she does throw some crazy vibrato in, some beautiful vibrato or runs or this or that, but no, she's just going for what Alanis did, and I think that's all she needs to do. It's great. Music also picked up, so the music is sounding more and more like just generally what we get with Ironic.
when you've already paid. It's a good advice that I just didn't take.
I love the attitude.
Who'd have thought it figures? Was to play it safe, was afraid to fly. He packed
I love that.
his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye.
Woo.
With his whole damn
Now, Alanis Morissette does this thing where, and I don't know if you would call it more attitude or what, but she does this thing where she kind of sings almost, I don't know where to place it, really. I'm not a vocal coach by any means or anything, but it almost sounds like it's kind of coming more from the back of the throat. Very, just like, like when she says goodbye, she's like goodbye, like very, very particular how she pronounces some things. And Gigi's doing that right here and nailing it, which is something she did with another Canadian artist, because I believe Alanis Morissette's Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. But Avril Lavigne, on the Avril Lavigne covers that we've seen her do so far, she tries to do the same kind of similar accent and tone and everything, which is really interesting because not a lot of people go directly for the cover, but she does. She's got the confidence and the power.
And kisses kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid.
Beautiful.
Good advice that I just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Life is a funny way. You're thinking about you when you think everything's okay. Everything's going right.
I like that she's still finding a little bit, like you could tell behind the eyes here. She's still finding a little humor in the accent, in the voice, in the tone, because she's copying it like one to one, like attempting to. And I mean, it's beautiful and it's great. But right here, you kind of get kind of a almost, I don't know if you would call it it's like a sharp tone. I want to say a sharp tone, a sharp or flat tone, but I want to say it's a kind of a sharper tone, maybe flat. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of flatness to it, to the tone. Not really the note, but the tone overall gives it that sound, which a lot of people I've seen say about Alanis Morissette and her songs and her style of singing and everything is annoying. I don't think it is. I'm not saying it is, so please don't hit me in the comments. I'm not saying that. But, so she's kind of even copying that, and you can kind of see that she's taking the humor in that, though, and kind of giving us the attitude with it, too, because it's very teenage, angsty attitude, right? So I love that.
And everything's going right. Love is a funny way of having you out when you think everything's going wrong and everything blows up in your face. A traffic jam when you're already late. No smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife.
Ooh.
And isn't it ironic?
I love this, like this part of the song.
A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's a good advice that I just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Well, life is a funny way.
Great vowel placement and like mouth formation.
Life is a funny, funny way. Life is a funny way.
And I don't know if it's helping to produce that tone and accent to kind of copy Alanis Morissette, to kind of do it her way in terms of tone and everything. But notice that instead of like compressing the tongue all the way down to really get a nice open sound, to get that kind of more almost nasally, throaty sound, her tongue is kind of more in the middle of her mouth instead of like down here. It's kind of more like right there, like there, but her tongue is still obviously behind her teeth. Just interesting. Very, very interesting to see. I wonder if that helps to produce that sound. I think it does. Huh. Very interesting. Awesome, dude. I love that. What a great performance. What is this? Credits or something?
Channel! I'm with John Cruz.
Okay.
And
just that general stuff there. God, that's so good though. It's a solid cover, you know. Again, some people, let me go ahead and confront this, because there are some people out there that just do not like it when somebody covers another song and they do it the same way. They even go for the same voice, the same tone. Really, if you were like on American Idol or something like that, unless you can match it perfectly to really astound people and it's a crazy voice or something, then a lot of the times people don't like that. Because the idea is people are like, who wants to listen to the same thing when they can just listen to the same thing? You know, when they can just listen to that exact thing instead of something that's kind of similar. But she goes straight for it, and I think it's because she knows she could pull it off. She knows, and she probably practices almost like she's doing impressions at the same time. Like, it still sounds very much her, and the instruments that they're using and the composition always still sounds kind of her. But at the same time, very similar, you know, which is a good thing to an extent. A lot of people don't consider it that way, but it is. Because, you know, when you listen to a cover sometimes, you can't lie. You're sitting there kind of gritting your teeth like, oh, is it going to be a good cover? You know, is it going to be a good cover of this song that I really like? If they're going straight for the normal thing, then that should please you. You know, that should be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just getting the same. Like, all right, yeah, nice. And she goes for it, and it's great. I love it. Great performance, though, as well. Attitude, emotion, just those things that she knows how to just convey through her vocals just amazingly. Either way, if you liked the video or you liked the reaction, please do hit the like button. Comment down below if you have any more songs from Gigi De Lana or anyone else you'd like me to react to. Again, guys, remember, for the next week or so, about every other day for a week or so, 2 weeks maybe, we're going to be hitting a lot of Gigi De Lana just because we've got a lot to go through with her, so I wanted to hit some pretty hard. But altogether, beautiful performance. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for watching, though. If you made it this far, tell me down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, see you.